Good evening, everybody. Oh, and I am sleepy. Hang on, let me just refresh the page. So I'm not quite sure how much fun I'm going to be this evening, folks, because I am very, very tired. Let's just get the right page up here. Let's have a look and see. So good evening, Tegan. Nice to see you. I'm just refreshing the page so that I can watch the comments come in. But actually, I'm just very, very tired tonight. Let's have a look. Let's see. So it is, I believe it's Tuesday, isn't it? Tuesday the 18th of September 2018. So if you're coming in on the replay, watching sometime in the future, that's when this was recorded. And I very nearly didn't get to record it because I fell asleep. I don't mind telling you. Hi, Janet. I fell asleep, and I was asleep on my desk just now, and I woke up at 5 to 10. So I was really I don't know why I was so tired today. I haven't done a lot today. I'm just trying to think what I did do. What did I do today? Oh, yes, I had my hair cut. So my hairdresser came to see me this morning, and she comes to my house, so that's nice. I didn't have to go out for that. Hi, Janet. Just waiting for the page to come up refreshed. And yes, and so I am very sleepy, and I was actually asleep on my desk just now. I do that often. Hi, Matt. Often fall asleep, but usually not this early in the evening. I sometimes fall asleep like at, maybe midnight, 1 o'clock. But it amazes me how I manage to sleep at my desk. I've got one of those swivel chairs here. Fortunately, I didn't fall off the chair. I don't know how I managed to fall asleep and not fall off the chair. I am sleepy, folks. I'm not even quite sure what I'm going to talk about tonight. Literally woke up about 10 minutes ago. I was busy. Well, I obviously wasn't knitting when I fell asleep. I've been back to knitting. I managed to sleep lots wherever. But look, I've been doing some knitting. I'm back to some knitting. Anybody guess what I'm knitting? The colour might be a bit of a giveaway. It's something out of the new book that I got out the library the other day, if you can remember what I got out the library. Hi, Carrie Ann. Hi, James. So yes, so as I say, I was falling asleep. So let me tell you, look, this is the book, Knitted Fairy Tales, and I am knitting something green. I'll let you have a guess, see if you can guess what that is. That's out of a fairy tale. That's something green. I'll show you in a minute. So there we go. Yes, so I haven't done a lot today, so even less reason to be sleepy. But there you go. So I'm not sure I'm going to do a very long broadcast tonight because I'm not even quite sure what we'll talk about tonight. Hi, Emma. Nice to see you. So just those of you just coming in, look, I've been knitting. I haven't done any knitting for ages. I've been so busy on everything else, but I'm back to my knitting, and I'm knitting something out of here. So see if you can guess what it is. Look, something out of Knitted Fairy Tales, and it's not the Three Bears. That's Goldilocks and the Three Bears on the outside. So have a think about the fairy tales and what you think I might be knitting that's green. Hi, Shania. It would go very well actually with the with Shania's part of the Ventnor Carnival Committee, and they all wore green this year. Actually, they wore a more lime green than that, so that wouldn't really, but anyway, that's green. Guess what it is? I'll tell you in a minute, folks. I've dropped my book here, not doing very well tonight. So anyway, on my desk I have various things, books and all sorts, and I have this here, the Isle of Wight Business Expo, and this tomorrow I am going to the Chamber of Commerce Business Expo. Yeah, I will be there, Emma. Emma's talking about Isle of Wight Day. Emma is part of one of the carnival, she's part of a family group who were in practically all the carnivals this year. So are you going to be there with your Toy Story family? Because it would be really rather nice to see you all again. You know, I get withdrawal symptoms from the carnivals. Baby Bear's coat. No, good guess, but it's not Baby Bear's coat. No, it's not the Baby Bear fairy story. It's a different one. So anyway, this has come out of the county press, and this is where I'm going tomorrow. Anybody who's in business or any reason need a reason to network with different businesses, this is it's great networking, meet new clients, make new contacts, and of course, what do? I live stream. So excellent, that's nice, Emma. We'll look forward to seeing you. So I am going to be going to the lakeside tomorrow, Wednesday the 19th of September, 10 till 5, and I'll be at the lakeside. You're right, Marianne, it is a frog. You know, Marianne's right, but which frog is it? Which frog is it? You have a guess and I'll show you in a minute. I decided I wanted to make a frog. I've got some knitting assignments to do. When I was very avidly knitting earlier in the summer, mostly before a lot of the carnival stuff, I was doing knitting, and then I got sort of caught up with all the so much live streaming that I actually got behind with some of the knitting, because I love knitting. Knitting is very therapeutic to me, and I was knitting a lot on the bus, but once I started doing all the live streaming, I was actually doing a lot of social media on the bus, because when I live stream, what I try and do is get everything up. I do the live streams and then they stay on Facebook, and then I have to upload them to YouTube. And I hadn't actually finished loading them all to YouTube. I'd put some of them there, but what I was doing, I was really wanting people to just watch the Facebook lives, because I wanted all the numbers, you know, the stats to come through the Facebook platform. But now, through the summer, the children in the carnivals were finding me on YouTube, because I had put my stuff on YouTube and optimized it, because I know how to optimize it, but not told anybody it was there. Of course, they were finding it anyway, because when they were searching for carnivals or Mardi Gras or anything like that, my YouTube the videos were coming up. So now what I'm trying to do is get all my live streams, and of course I live stream at 10 o'clock night here on 10 o'clock at night here on this channel, you know, the Go Live Granny channel. And then you're quite right, Janet, you're quite right. I'll show you in just a second. And so I live stream here, and of course I live stream isleofwight.live in the day. Where did I go after my appointment? Hang on. I didn't go anywhere much. I'll tell you in that in a minute. So of course, when I live stream on those channels, I've got, well, on my personal channel, on my Go Live Granny channel, I've got about 720 live streams up there already. And then on the Isle of Wight channel, there's a load up, but there's a load more to go up, because I've been live streaming for 2 years. Hi, Steve. For 2 years, and that's an awful lot of content to get up and to get on there. And you know, not only do I have to put it up, but then I have to put all the keywords in so that it can get found. So I am sort of now, you know, encouraging people to find my YouTube channels, whereas before I was just trying to do it on Facebook. So if you haven't liked my channels, go over. It's one of them is Go Live Granny, well, it's Go Live Granny or Lynn Blackledge, and the other one is isleofwight.live. So yes, you said the frog. Here we go. Look, it is a frog, and I must have fallen asleep halfway through doing it. I didn't poke myself with the knitting needles, fortunately, but it is the frog prince. Look. There we go. It's the frog prince. And this little piece of paper, these little bits of paper are things I stick on my patterns so I know where I am in the patterns, which is just as well, because I fell asleep and I might have forgotten how many rows I'd done. But because I put the pattern mark down there, I haven't forgotten. So there we go. So he's going to have a little crown. I think I'm going to find some gold thread rather than some yellow cotton there, to make him have a gold crown, because I really think he should have a gold crown, don't you? Yeah, awesome froggy. So I'm going to be doing that. Let me show you some of the other things that I've had. Now, this was a book that I saw online. I wanted it, and it wasn't in the library, but I requested it from the library, and I don't know whether they've they've put they bought it to go in the library because it didn't seem to be available anywhere, and then after a few weeks it was available. So these are the sort of things I really love doing. I will be doing some little nativity sets soon and various things. I suddenly thought if I didn't get cracking, I wouldn't have any of my Christmas stuff done. But there's lots of stuff here. Look, there's Cinderella. Let's see. Whoops. Oh dear, I am really sleepy. I could probably go straight off to sleep again after this. Look, Cinderella and all the... let's have a look. There's a fairy godmother. I don't know where the ugly sisters are. They don't seem to be there, but perhaps they are. I haven't. I am going to be a very busy little bee. I'm always a busy little bee. Those of you who weren't watching earlier in the day, Leah, I popped on to do a thank you. Thank you for my hairdresser for doing my hair. It's got a bit squashed now. And of course it was a bit blowy today. So, you know, the end of that hurricane, so it was quite windy and my hair got a bit blown about. But earlier in the day, I did a live stream to thank my hairdresser for doing my hair and to thank Leanne. I don't know if she's in the broadcast. I know Janet Johns is in the broadcast. That's Leanne's mum. I don't know if Leanne came in. I couldn't see. But they've sent me some lovely patterns, some snowmen and some bears. Whoops. And some knitting designs. There we go. Some Christmas jumpers. There we go. Lots of patterns there. So there's no chance of me being idle. My mum gave me a knitting book for Christmas. Oh, it's over there. I can't reach it now. So she gave me a knitting book for Christmas. So there's quite a lot to keep me busy. In fact, there's loads to keep me busy. So let's put these out the way now. Let's put my knitting down on the floor out the way. There we go. So back to this tomorrow. So I'm going to, hi Mark, I'm going off to the lakeside tomorrow. And there's going to be lots. Look, here's a plan. Here's a plan of the who's going to be where, and all the in here. It's all the businesses that are going to be there tomorrow. And so, of course, you can go and meet with a lot of these businesses. There's 50 businesses or so, and you can go and network with them. And so I'm just going in as a visitor. And at 10:45, there's an expo seminar. It's Effective Digital Marketing, and it's being put on. Well, I could always teach you to knit, Emma. I've started teaching some people to knit while I was knitting on the bus before the summer. I used to do loads of knitting on the bus, and there were girls on the bus who saw me. I didn't know them before, and they saw me and they said, oh, they'd like to learn to knit. So I had an arrangement with them. I said, right, give me your names and we'll connect. So we connected through Facebook. Mary, yeah, she loves knitting. I love knitting. It's very, very therapeutic. And so these girls, I'm teaching them to knit. So we've got some knitting lessons coming up. So anybody wants a knitting lesson, the plan is that you buy the coffee and I'll teach you to knit. I think that's a good arrangement, don't you? So if anybody wants to do that, that's fine. But as I say, I'm just looking through this, going to see who I'm going to network with tomorrow. I think that lots more businesses should be doing live streams, so I will be connecting to see if there's any businesses that want to move forward. And the island seems to be a little bit far behind with this, with the live streaming. And I've been live streaming for 2 years, and before that I was doing video has its place. You want to knit too? Well, you're not here yet, are you, Janet? But when you are here, let me know. I know you're coming to the island. Hi, Louise. Then, you know, let's have some knitting lessons. Yeah, Mary, it's such an amazing tool. And yes, for your animal awards, really, it's a great tool. And you know, it beggars belief how few people are using it and how there's a lot of resistance to actually using it. And really, the 12th, okay. The 12th of this month, are you coming? Oh, thank you, Mary, that's nice. And you know, there's so much resistance to actually moving on, and you know, I've tried to help certain people and say, look, oh, you're visiting on the 12th. Okay, that'd be nice. If you're not too busy, let me know. I think I'm around on the 12th. I'm off island on the 13th. I'm on doing some family stuff on the 13th. You mean the live streams? Do you know, it's just such a wonderful, wonderful medium. It's so cost effective too. You know, I walk around with a whole studio in my pocket. You know, my phone is actually like a studio, a whole broadcasting suite, and I can hop on and I can live stream whatever I come across. You know, I mean, I started live streaming because the island's so beautiful, and the marketing department were not showing off the island. The best way to show off the island, in my mind, I've just got it totally wrong, and I'm just a mad wacky granny. But to my mind, showing off the island through the power of live stream is the best way to show it off. Sometimes I sit on the bus and I live stream on the bus. I want to take a car trip round, and maybe my brother will drive me around the island and do some live streaming. Half the island is an area of outstanding natural beauty, and so let's show it off to everybody. But I can't, still resistance from the people doing the marketing for the island. Right, not long till your 32nd year. Hi Michelle. And Mary's agreeing with me there that the Isle of Wight is the most beautiful place, and it needs to be shown off by the power of live stream. I'm really, really pleased to see that there's now lots of people with drones, and the people with drones are doing some coverage of the island, and that's really beautiful. So when I see them doing the live stream, I share those live streams out through my isleofwight.live page. It's not about me saying, hey, that's my page for advertising and I'm not going to let anybody else. If I see something great going on that can share the beauty of the island, I will pop it on that page. Hi, Angela. Because to my mind, it's about... Yeah, absolutely, Mary. I don't think I want a drone, but I'm happy to let other people do the drone while I do their live streaming. I want to do lots more interviews with lots more business people, showing off all the beautiful businesses on the island, the wonderful places on the island. Oh, right, not long to your 32nd birthday. Well, I'm twice your age and a bit more. So I was 68 the other day. So you're just a mere baby by my standards, Tegan. But not to worry. It's quite a few people seem to have birthdays around now in September. And I just noticed as I was coming on live that Mark Evans, who is the pastor at Newport Congregational Church, I noticed it was his birthday. So just before I hopped on, I went and found my birthday emoji pictures. My Bitmoji and my birthday ones, and sent him a picture. Thank you, Janet. I try to be. I do feel very energized, and I feel a lot younger now than I used to feel. I think also broadcasting to all you lovely people energizes me. It's a two-way process. I mean, I come on here night after night because I know there are people that actually perhaps are a bit lonely. Maybe they haven't seen anybody all day. And when you watch ordinary TV, it's not interactive, is it? Yours is on the 30th. Well, it's absolutely a birthday month this month, isn't it? But your sister's birthday is in September too. My nephew's got a 40th birthday. I think it might be the lovely fresh sea air that gives me that glow. My nephew is 40 on the 24th, I think. And he's probably mid-air at the moment because he's on his way back from Australia. He and his lovely fiancée live in Australia. But I knew that we're having a family do because he's 40 and that's my nephew and that's my sister's son. And my sister is going to be 70 shortly. And so we're having a big family celebration. He and his fiancée are over here for that. The next time they'll be over here will be for their wedding next year. This Friday. Okie dokie. Sure does do a fabulous job of promoting the island, Lynn. Drones and live footage is the very best way. and somebody's youngest turns 7 this Thursday. So we've got loads of birthdays and loads of people talking about live stream. Yes, I'm going to go and do some more live streaming. Obviously, this weekend I'm going to be live streaming the Isle of Wight Day. So we've got all sorts of things going on. There's the Isle of Wight Day parade. There's the It's a Knockout parade at the weekend. All that's happening in Cowes. There's going to be beach cleanings all over the island. Nipper, the big crab, if you've seen the big crab that was around a lot during the carnivals and at the Garlic Festival and all sorts of other places. Nipper is the big crab leading the beach clean, and I will be live streaming the Ride Beach Clean on Sunday. You're going to go to sleep right now. Do you know, well, I did my snooze. I'm very, very sleepy. As I say, I fell asleep. I must have been asleep on my desk for, I was listening. Before, as I fell asleep, I was listening. I've got an Audible account, Audible being the books that you listen to rather than read. And I've got an Audible account, and I was saying in a broadcast earlier how I'm a visual audio learner, and I don't like reading for pleasure. I put it back to the fact that as a child I was a late learner to read. I can read, not a problem reading, and I can read, you know, all sorts of things. There's not an issue around reading as such, but I don't enjoy it, and probably because I was a late reader at school, I don't enjoy it. But I do like listening, and so of course with the Audible now, it's fantastic because it reads the books to you. So I like listening, and there's lots and lots of business books I want to read. And so my son gave me a link to a free trial, for a month's free trial of Audible. And I have been reading The Key Person of Influence by Daniel Priestley. So I was listening to that, and I think I snoozed away. But actually my computer then went into standby mode, so it actually stopped. It stopped the broadcast. So it stopped it where I was obviously last listening to it. So I think I must have been asleep on my desk for about. It was before 9 o'clock when I went to sleep, and I woke up at 5 to 10. So somebody must have been nagging me and saying, "Hey, you've got a broadcast to do." Maybe it was the frog nagging me and saying, "You've got to get on and do a broadcast." I literally woke up at 5 to 10. And so I am sleepy, so I'm not going to do not going to be very late tonight. When I finish the broadcast, I really need to get to bed, because if I'm going to be on my feet all day at the expo tomorrow, and I will be live streaming. Last year, somebody looked at me and said, "Have you been live streaming?" as though I shouldn't, and I said, "Yes, of course I have." You're a writer. Aha, you're a writer, not a reader. So anyway, so I as I say, I will be live streaming. I live streamed some of the seminars, and tomorrow there's I started to tell you, didn't I? And then I got distracted, because I get distracted very easily. There's a seminar at 10:45. It's called Effective Digital Marketing Solutions with NewQuest Digital Expert Wayne Berry, Managing Director of NewsQuest Hampshire, Vincent Boney, and Isle of Wight Press's publisher Alan Marriott. I'm going to, if they're willing, I'm going to ask them first, because I wouldn't go in a seminar room and just live stream without asking permission. But if they give me permission, I will live stream their seminar. I may ask permission to live stream the Isle of Wight Council's regeneration strategy at 2:30, and then in between I shall be talking to lots of businesses, trying to encourage them to get on and do and look at live stream. It's almost like people are so suspicious of it, and it costs hardly anything to do. So there's all these people spending loads and loads of money on advertising. It's all right, like they don't want to move on and embrace the most modern technology, and I'm a 68-year-old granny, and if I'm engaging with it, I really need to get more people doing it, and some people are just waking up to doing video, but actually video is the old, live stream is beyond video. So we'll have to in the picture on my Facebook page, that's me and my hairdresser. The picture that was there before was me and my sister. Today it was me and my hairdresser. My hairdresser is Jane Mott. She also does makeup. I don't wear much makeup, but when I need to scrub up well and perhaps go to a wedding or something special, an awards night ceremony or whatever, I do wear makeup, and she does makeup, and she's also a Mary Kay consultant, so she advises on skincare, and she does provide Mary Kay products, and she'll do free pamper sessions, so if anybody wants a free pamper session, that's good. So there we go. So that's what I'm up to tomorrow. And on Thursday night, is it Thursday night? No, not Thursday night. I'm getting myself confused. On Thursday in the day, I have been invited to go and hobnob with royalty. Rather nice. I mean, I got an email asking me if I'd like to go and join the Aspire team when Countess of Wessex comes, and so I was really honoured to be able to be invited to do that. So that's something I should be doing on Thursday. On Thursday in 2 weeks' time in the evening, my brother will be escorting me to the lakeside, and on that evening I've been shortlisted. There's the Celebrating Age Awards Festival, or evening, whatever you call it, and I have been nominated in 2 categories of and it's awards for people over 50, and so as I say, I've been nominated in 2 categories. One of them is in the entrepreneur category, and the other one's in the arm in arm category. Not quite sure what the arm in arm is. I think it's probably something to do with the community. That's what it sounds like, but I'm not familiar with that. So that, you know, it's going to be a lovely evening. As I say, I'm shortlisted in the last 3 in each category. Don't know who else is there, but it will be a wonderful evening. And what's wonderful, it's wonderful to be recognised, whether you win or whether you don't win. It's just really nice to be recognised in these things. So I am a multi-award winner. I've won quite a lot of awards. I've been runners-up in some awards as well. But really nice that people bother to think that you know, I've done something that's worthy award. There we go. So and then of course I've been promoting. There's some more awards coming up. So many people on this island doing. I mean, not just on the island. Forgive me, those of you who are not on the island, but here on the island we've got some more awards coming up. We've got the Local Heroes Awards that the Isle of Wight are running, and it's getting very thank you Janet. It's getting very confusing because the Isle of Wight Radio had some awards that have just closed. They were best in business, and now they've got some more awards that are for local heroes, so for people doing ordinary people doing extraordinary things, you know. So there's lots of categories there, and so I'm looking down those because there's people I know that I want to nominate in those for an award, and that will be an amazing evening as well. And then the Ryde Town Council, they are running some awards this year. This is a new set of awards, and they're running a set of awards called New Year's Honours. So those ones, I think the Local Heroes Awards for the Isle of Wight Radio, that nomination is open now and closes on the 5th of October. So if anybody knows anybody they want to nominate, you know, get in and get cracking on that one, because the nominations are only open for 2 weeks on that. And then and I've got some people, you know, that I know have done some amazing things that I want to put them into the awards. So I've got to get cracking and get nominating. And then on the at the beginning of in January, so again the nominations are open now, but closing I think on the 9th of November. Ryde Town Council are doing some New Year's honours lists, and there are various categories there for people who've done things in the community. There's a whole category list, and again there's some people I can think of that I need to nominate to go in those awards. So I should be getting my nominations done. I did share those out earlier in the day, because, you know, if you don't know about it you can't get on, and you know, if you don't know about it till afterwards. And as I say, there's so many deserving people doing some ordinary people doing some extraordinary things. So it's always nice to give those people a chance to be nominated in these awards. So that's those things going forward. I'm trying to keep up with it all. So much going on. And then let's have a look. Let's delve into my little books today. This is the little book of friendship. The language of friendship is not words but meanings, and that's Henry David Thoreau. Don't know that one. And then it says payback time. And again, I haven't actually stopped to look these up because I was asleep till just before 10. But these books are so lovely that I know if I dip in, they're all going to be appropriate. Remember the times when friends came through for you in a big way, and look for opportunities to repay them down the line. For example, offering a crate of wine is a great thank you for that time they helped you move. But the gift of your time freely given when a friend is in need will be even more precious. But don't hold back on the wine, it says. There we go. Wishing to be friends is quick work, but friendship is a slow ripening fruit. And, lots of you are new friends of mine. Some of you in the group here, more established, people like Janet and her family I've known for a year online, although I only met them personally this year. Mary I've known for quite some time. Other people just met through this summer. Some of the people, Emma and Tracy, that I just met recently in the summer. Through the power of live stream. It's when I was out live streaming events that I've met some of those people. So the power of live stream is not only about live streaming, it's about all those wonderful people that I've met on the way for that as well. I've made loads of friends this summer. And so it says, wishing to be friends is quick work, but friendship is a slow ripening fruit. And that's an Aristotle quote. There are no traffic jams along the extra mile. So there you are. If you go the extra mile, you won't get stuck in any traffic jams. And it's nice for people to do that, isn't it? And to go that extra mile. This bit's called Free and Easy. If you're looking for a fun, free day out with friends, check out what's happening in your local community. Summertime is a particularly busy season. Ooh, don't we know it, folks? With community fairs, food festivals and local outdoor events, and carnivals, of course. But winter can also feature indoor craft fairs, concerts and winter markets. Not only are these events a great way to spend the day with a friend, but they also help your involvement in your community. And I share as many of those events as possible on my Isle of Wight Day page. If people have made them into a Facebook event, it's very easy for me to pin them on the page. So if you look at the Isle of Wight live page, if you don't think there's anything going on the island, like some people say there's nothing goes on the island, boy are they wrong, because I keep finding event after event after event to pin up there. So anybody who says nothing happens on this island just really needs to wake up and have a look around and see what's going on. And even then, even without all the events going on, the island is just so beautiful. So you can even go out and wrap up warm and go out and look at the beauty of the island in the winter time. You won't come to any harm. Even if it's cold, you can wrap up warm and go and enjoy the beauty. Have a heart that never hardens, and a temper that never tires, and a touch that never hurts. That's a Charles Dickens quote. Oh, now what's this? Cow do you do? And it says cow do you do, not how do you do. And that's interesting because one of the things that I want to do in live stream is I want to live stream around the 7 wonders of the Isle of Wight. And of course we have cows in the Isle of Wight, C-O-W-E-S. Oh, right, I was there, Emma. I was there and I live streamed. I was there in the afternoon and I live streamed all the way. I started at Super Bowl, went all along, and it took me over an hour to live stream all those 700 cars. Yes, there were a lot of people down there. It was really, really busy down there, but a nice event. So I hope you enjoyed it down there. I was there, but obviously we didn't see each other. But I hope you enjoyed it, and the boys being there on their bikes as well. So just saying that the 7 wonders of the Isle of Wight are places like cows you cannot milk, lake where you don't get your feet wet, etc. And I'm going to be doing things around that. But this says cow do you do, and it's not cows with an E, it's cow with TOWS. Cows reportedly have best friends. Not only do the farmyard animals prefer hanging out in groups and experience stress when isolated, but they have particular companions that they prefer spending time with. Cows, they're just like us. There's nothing better than a friend unless it is a friend with chocolate. There we are, that's a Linda Grayson quote. And William Sarayan says, laughter to me is being alive. And of course there's the other one, laughter, a day without laughter is a day wasted. And laughter's the best medicine, of course, it always is. So do try every day to find something to make you laugh. And if you can't find something on your own, pop on YouTube. There's so much stuff there. As I say, go to YouTube, search for things, comedians, funny people, whatever search term you like, you will find something. I told you some of my favourites are like Michael McIntyre, Miranda Hart, Joe, what's his name? The new Joe Listine, is it? Something like that. He's very funny. Then the oldies, Morecambe and Wise, and the two Ronnies and all those. So much stuff there. So if you're feeling down, pop over to YouTube and put in something that will make you laugh, because it's so worthwhile. I watch loads of YouTube like that. So anyway, the most beautiful discovery true friends make it is that they can grow separately without growing apart. And that's Elizabeth Foley. We'll have a couple of more out of here. Good night, Janet. I should be going to bed soon. Otherwise, I won't keep up with the expo tomorrow because I should be busy over there. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm sure you'll be in the broadcast tomorrow, but I'm just going to finish up in a minute. Just going to do this and Butterfly Whispers. So join the club. Our friends often become our friends because we share similar interests or opinions. Get back to the roots of your friendship by joining a local organisation or even starting one yourself, depending on your hobby. You'll get to meet even more like-minded people and spend your leisure time doing the things you love with the people you love. And that's nice. I mean, I was in the library the other day. Some of you might have been on the broadcast and seen that I noticed that they were making poppies in the library. Ryde Library want to make 664 poppies, one for each person who died, each Ryde person who died in the wars. And they've made the pop. We were cutting out poppies, and then the centre of the poppy had the name of the person and which war they were fighting in, and how old they were when they died. And some of them were so young, like 18. Some of the ones that I was doing were 18 and 24, died giving up giving their life for their country. So that was really nice, sort of joining with a group of people in the library I didn't know, but it was really very friendly and chatty, and I got presented with a cup of tea as well, so that was even nicer. So tell me who admires and loves you, and I will tell you who you are. That's an interesting one, Charles Augustin Saint-Beuve. And perhaps the last one in this book, and then I'll go to the other book. A friend knows the song in my heart and sings it to me when my memory fails, and that's a Donna Roberts. One more. This one I haven't got any markings in, and this is a fairly new one. This is Fortune Favours the Bold. So let's see what this one gives us. Make bold choices and make mistakes. It's all those things that add up to the person that you become, and that's Angelina Jolie. And then always do what you are afraid to do. So that's a bit of stepping outside your comfort zone. Why not? And a lot of people's comfort zone is not wanting to press the damn button on a live stream. I have a private group called Press the Damn Button, and if anybody wants to learn to live stream, request friendship of the Press the Damn Button group, because that is what it is. It's feel the fear and press the damn button, and that's all it is. And once you've done it the first time, it's not so difficult. Sorry. So always do what you're afraid to do, which might be live streaming. I was going through. Hi, Ian. I was going through and finding some of my Facebook lives that needed to be put onto YouTube, and I started to find some of the very early ones where I did look like the scared rabbit in the headlights, and I shall highlight some of those to you one of the days going forward and show you. I appear very confident on camera now, but that's come with practice. When I first did it, I was very nervous to do it and quite scared, but I felt the fear and did it anyway. Pressed the damn button, and there I was live streaming. But I say I need to show some of you those early ones, so you'll see that I went through the motions of being of worrying about it, but then actually thinking, hey, I need to do this because it's such a wonderful medium. So let's it does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. That's Confucius. And I'm just going to finish up now because I really do need to get to bed. I'm still very sleepy. For those of you, it was a windy day. It was a windy day. I have been out and about, and Ian, you don't know because you've just come into the broadcast, but at 5 to 10 I woke up. I'd been sleeping on my desk and woke up and realised it was almost broadcast time. So I woke up to do my broadcast, but I do need to go to have a snooze now so that I'm ready and refreshed to go to the Business Expo tomorrow. So I'm just going to find Tuesday, the 18th of September. Here we go. Friend the damn button group. Yeah, that's it. There we are. That's anybody who wants to come into that group. Go and find the group, and then you can request friendship if you want to come into that group. If you want to know, and basically that group is a group to encourage and help people who want to go live, who might be a bit nervous about it, but just need a little bit of encouragement. Lots of friendly people. No, there's quite a few. It's a small group at the moment, but I expect it will grow, and it really is there to encourage other people. It's a safe place if you want to do your live stream in that group. People are understanding, you know, and very friendly and supporting each other in that group. So, you know, do let me know. Anyway, 18th of September, reading from Butterfly Whispers and my lovely book by Vanessa. It was one of those days. The espresso machine was malfunctioning. The bakery had not delivered the bagels. Someone from the morning shift called in sick. The crew from the previous evening failed to restock the cabinets with supplies, and there was a long queue waiting for their first cup of coffee for the day. A woman at the back of the line shouted, "What's taking so long? I don't have all day." "We are running on empty this morning," the manager said with a pleasant smile. He mentioned for the woman to come forward. "What can I get for you?" "I want a large coffee with steamed milk to go," barked the woman. "Of course," said the manager. He looked past the woman to the other customers waiting in line and offered them a reassuring wink. Passing the woman her coffee and taking her money, he sent her on her way with a "Have a nice day." The other customers stood silently with confused looks. The manager said, "Folks, I'm really sorry for the inconvenience this morning because you have been so patient. Your coffee is on the house." I haven't seen your diamond paintings. No, Tegan, I'll just have to... Where are they? Are they online? I'll have a look at those. Anyway, so that is Butterfly Whispers. That's really a roundup of today. Sorry I was a bit sleepy, folks, but, you know, that's the way it goes. At least I did pop on here and do my broadcast. But I'm going to love you and leave you now and go and get refreshed and recharged so that I can do a good day's recording. My battery's busy charging up down here to make sure that it's winking away there, so it's doing its last bit of charging. All right, okay, it's on you all. Right, so there we go. Charging up my battery, and then now I need to go and charge my personal battery. So there we go. And as I say, good stuff coming up at the weekend. If anybody's got events they want to share, or anybody wants me to do some interviews, or there's a new shop in Sandown that I'm going to go and do an interview with them. There's some people in Ventnor I'm trying to connect with who my accountant said they need some help with their social media. Got lots of connections to make, so I'm going to be busy, but I'm going to go and have a sleep, and I'm going to catch up with you all tomorrow. I will be live streaming, God willing, tomorrow, and so I look forward to seeing you again soon. And look, aren't I lucky? My sunflowers. Now, there's some real ones here. These are real ones, and over there, these are pretend ones. These are ones I knitted. Look, and so these ones I was given for my birthday on the 8th of September. They've travelled from Kettering to London and London to the Isle of Wight, and they're still going strong. Just starting to go over a bit now. But I do love sunflowers. I've cut them down now. They were very tall when I first had them, but I cut them down and just thought you'd like sharing them with me. When I go to the bus stop down the road, there are some sunflowers there, and they are taller than the bus stop, and it's just lovely to see them there smiling. I think that all sunflowers should have eyes on them and faces. They remind me of very smiley people. I took a picture of the others. I did some Snapchatting of the ones down the road because I am on Snapchat. And for anybody who wants to know about that, anybody running a business who thinks that you shouldn't be on Snapchat for a business, let me change your mind. It's such another powerful platform. Lots of people think it's just for kids. Actually, how wrong are they? But I'm not going into that one now. Well, that's for another day. We can talk Snapchat another time. Now I'm going to go and have a snooze, a good night's snooze, and refresh and recharge. Thanks for joining me. If you enjoy this, please share with others so they can come and join us in this very friendly and relaxed group. Love seeing you all. Have a good rest of the evening. And you can't really, not on live, it's very difficult. The only thing on live is where you can hold the camera up like that, but you'll have to send them in a message, Tegan. Anyway, I'm going to go now. You send me them and I'll have a look at them in a message box, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. Bye for now.